Hello. We are about to continue Silksong. When we left off, we were facing Grandmother Silk, and we're gonna see if we can defeat her while cursed, is the current goal. It will go well eventually. Alright, here we go. See, maybe I just need to rest on it. Now, I'll just go up there and beat her immediately. Alright, here we go. Gotta remember that when you hit the part where she shouts, she starts throwing the needles in cycles of 3 instead of 2. Shouldn't have done that, just make it simple. Don't overcomplicate things. Oh, we're dead. Yeah, after we finally defeat her, we'll get our first of several endings. And then we'll do the normal ending probably after I get uncursed, which is going to involve a little bit of effort considering I haven't actually been to the place where we get uncursed. Great planning on my part. Dang it. Well, that's probably gonna be it for this one. I can't be taking damage that early. Dang it, I bumped my trigger. Oh. Ah. I was already in the air, so I couldn't react to that fast enough. Great. That's fine. If we can do this. I still think this is gonna be easy in beating Lace while cursed. Despite, so far, it proved me wrong. Ooh, that was close. Still throwing cycles of 2. No. I didn't like that one. Alright, on the ground. There we go, triples. Except for there, because it gives her the option to do triples, but she won't always do triples. No. I saw that, like, just barely grazed me. Crap. I should have just dived down. That is a thing you can do, by the way. I've never done it, really. Because it only comes to mind after the fact. I can just dash straight down. It just doesn't usually end up being one of the things I need to do in a moment. Garma. That was still one of my better attempts, despite being dead. Okay, unfortunately, I have no way of speeding this up. We have no tools. And going for claw line, while it does speed up the fight, leaves me a lot more open to being hit by sudden projectiles. Ow, dang it. I could use it to hit her on the second attack, because I know she won't follow that up, at least for now. So if she does that, I can do that. No, I can't do that anymore, because she might fall low. Get up. Nope. Nope. Dang it, I was already in there. Maybe I could have poked it off of her, but without a double jump, my offense are definitely unlimited once I'm in the air. Gotta hate this pogo. Or I think you're way too close. Alright, Grandmother Silk, hit me twice. No. Crap. Just jumped. Saw it up here on the left, or I saw it up here in one of the directions, and it seemed it was coming from one way. Ah, they got me good there. In that case where I would have been fine if I just jumped and floated. Not my usual response to that attack, so it threw me off. Alright, here we go. We're totally gonna get this within today. You know, she's a lot easier when you can just smack her to death real fast. That's not really an option right now. Ah. Crap. So much going on. Okay. Exactly what I need, another phase. You mind? I thought they just appeared on right there. That was scary. Ah, I thought the bottom was clear. That's fine, we'll just do it again. And again, and again, and again, and again. And eventually, she will fall, and I will not. Problem is I'm not getting any practice with the second part either. So I'm gonna reach that part and probably die immediately. It's risky, but I think the most damage I can get is a claw line into a down pogo. Come on, phase 2 already. I gotta be close. A little worried there, I was gonna flip it on the bottom. Ah, my horns. We were doing so well, too. Alright, we at least made it to phase 2. technically phase 3. Ow. I don't know what happened there. I blinked and I died. I thought I pressed jump, but I guess I wasn't on the ground or something. Garma! Ba ba da da ba da da ba da ba da. Oh! That failed to jump again. Too high. Come on, yeah, I knew you were gonna attack. That last one almost got me. I thought for sure that was gonna hit my toe. My dress! Ah, I was in a bad spot. I might have made it if I went to the left, but I thought I could squeeze in there. Like a little spider. Yes, hit the needles. Great strategy. Does all the damage. The problem with using claw line is it puts me in the air for longer, and without a double jump, I can't do anything really in the air. the implication right now is that this pools in her hair are going to literally every ending in the game. Hey, my horns didn't get me that time. Dang it. Oh, I should have jumped. Got me good, grandmother. Like I'd say I could do more prep, but what more prep is there? I can only be this strong. Anything else is either not actually usable right now, or breaking the rules of the challenge. Using Press I'm unfamiliar with. I don't have any of my tools. I don't have a double jump, which I'm more familiar fighting her with. This is basically how a fight with Grandmother Silk would go if Hornet was actually brought all the way to Grandmother Silk at the beginning of the game. Minus the Witch Crest. Because I can't imagine, despite being weakened, Hornet wouldn't try to fight. And would go about as well as this. I'm not sure where you're aiming there, Grandmother. Dang it. Dead. Oof. Still an incredibly silly upgrade, just floating there. Legs dangling. Imagine if she did that in an actual fight in Hollow Knight. First one, I mean. You're fighting her and she just poofs. And then throws down like 6 bolt vessels and kills you. Or throws all the claw boomerang things. Or pulls out those little robo-bugs. And just lets those kill you. Dang it, I couldn't jump again. That was a bad one. I thought it only lasted a few attack cycles there. Alright, grandest of mothers. Even Hornet can't Garma anymore. I think I'm just gonna have to rename this to just Fighting Silk. Because we have not really gotten any closer to winning. I hit phase 3 once. That could have been bad. If they angled those differently, I would have been hit there. My horns! Okay, good. Yeah, I knew that was bad to commit to 3 there, because it was going to put me 5 from the ground. Maybe I could have dashed down. Oh. Crippled. I'm dead. I panicked. I couldn't figure out where to go there. Everything there was very unusable with my current loadout. I had to stall in the air at a precise time. Again, I'm realizing double jump is a lot more useful in this fight than I thought it was. I don't really think of it as a major combat ability until you're falling into an attack that you can't otherwise dodge. Mother, who is grand? But yeah, it's definitely a more accurate way of her title. She just also happens to be my grandmother. Dang it. Uh-oh. I'm Geecha. There we go. That was a friendly cycle. Woo! Not friendly. Yeah, not having a double jump really makes it more complicated to dodge that. There's a lot more overlap between the two attacks than I thought there was. So not only do I need to be in position to dodge the first, but I pretty much need to immediately be in position to dodge the second. There's not really any space between. So when it overlaps like that... Oh, crap. There we go. It can get pretty scary. Alright, here we go, grandmother. Again and again, we shall do this until one of us falls. Well, technically I keep falling, but you'll fall eventually. And even when I do finally beat this, I'm still gonna have to do it again. Just at least I'll have my normal crest. And have the option of healing. I don't really have anything that boosts my damage outside of, like, using tools. Even once I do have my regular crest. So the fight's still gonna take about the same amount of time, I would assume. Dang it. I couldn't really do much there. I guess if I didn't smack her, I might have... I knew I screwed up once I jumped there. I should have not jumped. Going for the attack got me killed. Alright, here we go. Again and again we ascend. The little spider climbs up the spout. I'm glad I dodged that because I completely did not see the second part of that. I knew it was happening, I just wasn't sure at what height it was. Alright, phase 2. Ah. Do it again. Wrong button. That's not any faster. No, I can't double jump and reset. Here. No, that didn't work. Okay. Pretty much forced to make that one risky pogo. I can avoid this one by claw lining over. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, it's fun the absolute difference between fighting her normally and fighting her like this. Because I beat her first try fighting her normally. She just is not able to hit you fast enough when you're able to heal. And you have actual health, which you should hopefully have by the time you're fighting her. So even though she hits hard, she's fairly forgiving. But the moment you take not being able to heal into the equation, dang it, I drifted too far. Dang it. We can die. Why are you like this? I was in a bad spot there. I had to drift a little bit to the right, but I drifted too much. This is totally doable. We made phase 3 once, we can do it again. And then we can die immediately in phase 3, but we'll make it there. It'll be fine. A lot of work for the worst ending. But just like with the original, I intend to get all the endings in this playthrough. Ow. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Woo! No, you don't. Oh no. Okay, we're good. Dang it. Dead. I tried to move to the bigger area, but wasn't able to jump again fast enough. to be off the ground. Which is weird, because I'm pretty sure I can jump instantaneously, so I don't know if I'm just pressing the button too late. There's not a jump delay. Let's wait. What if I attack? Is there a jump? No, there's not a jump delay when I attack either. So I'm gonna go with probably not pressing the button right. And there's a lot going on. It's easy to not press buttons right. Gorama! Granny. Granny's gonna get you. Nope, okay, we're good. I thought I was too high. Sometimes she does a needle right at float height instead of... Nope. My head! I can't crouch. Dang it. Wait, maybe that's it. If I dash, do I have a... No, even a dash can go straight into a jump. Yeah, there's no jump delay. I am just not pressing the button at the right time. Perfectly acceptable. This shall be my life, endlessly fighting the grandmother. Who shall win? You know, minus the fact she's probably like got 20 or so wins on me at this point. That might even be low. Alright, this is a bad attempt so far. I've been hit by 2 attacks I really shouldn't have. But maybe we'll just carry it all the way to the end. Never give up or something. Nope. My head. Are we? Okay, now we're in phase 2. I wasn't sure. How could you do this to me? Okay. I think I'm already in the air. She does the one where there's the opening on the ground. Oh, that was not fun. I did not like that one. I do not like this at all. Actually, I do, but oh, just continuing that. Dang it! I should have gone right. I realized my mistake as soon as I landed. This is gonna be fighting the Pantheon all over again. I'm gonna spend several days doing this. I think I might actually have to admit that she's harder than Lace. Major difference between them being Lace kind of just like exists on the field more, while Grandmother Silk is in the background while all the attacks happen all across the screen. Lace doesn't really have very many screen-wide attacks. And everything is mostly happening in some direction from her, not the entire screen. So under these conditions, that becomes more of a problem. Dang. Do it again. Do it again and again and again, but slightly better each time, or slightly worse. And then finally beat it and feel immense satisfaction. Or never beat it and continue to think back to the one boss you could never beat. Grandmother Silk. Why am I here? Now. That was a pretty bad one. I kept being hit by the ground once. As I said, sometimes you do worse. But dang it, we made it to phase 3 once out of these 40 attempts. It can be done. Just give me another 60 attempts. Twice now I missed that. I'm trying to incorporate the claw line. Maybe I can squeeze in some extra damage and make this not as oppressive. I've been saying not to use the claw line, but I'll see if I can switch it up. As fun as it is to beat a brick wall, sometimes you probably should try some other strategies. Totally intentional, but that helped. Oh, my head. Oh, my face. I'm not actually sure if that helped. Like, I was hitting her more, but I feel like she still went into phase 2 at about the same amount of time. Then again, perception of time during a boss fight is non-existent. I'm pretty sure I've already been doing this for an hour. Wow, that was actually almost exactly an hour when I said that. Never mind, apparently I have amazing perception of time. To be fair, I wasn't actually in the boss fight when I said that, so there's the qualifier. We shall do, and you shall win, repeatedly, several times, forever. Ow. I just killed myself. I knocked that forward and then went into it. It's not just no healing that's getting me, because I'm pretty sure I've no-hit her before. It's also the fact I deal no damage. And again, don't have a double jump. I think in at least one of my Steel Soul attempts I did a no-hit. Dang it, I floated. I'm not that tiny. My head? Okay. Not sure why those three stayed up there. Usually she drops all 6 when she does that. At least I think she does. Yeah. You gonna shout? You are, but not the way I thought you would. There we go, that's what I thought. Phase 2. Part where I die. Shit fast. That was close. If that floated lower, I would have been dead. No. Chill. Stop. Alright, phase 3, second time, 1 health. Maybe can last more than 2 attacks. Do. No. I think I died in the exact same attack, too. I just failed to jump. I was so focused on spacing above, I forgot that there was an attack coming at me. Alright, let's try that again. Whoosh! Do. Hello. She has awoken. From a very long slumber. Dang it. Screwed up there. Dang it, I pogoed off the spike. Yeah, these are all objects I can hit, but it doesn't really accomplish much until phase 3, where she pulls up some obstacles and I can smack them to get rid of them. Nope. Not today. But in like 5 seconds, probably. Nope. There we go, phase 2. Nope. My head. Alright, you were playing easy on me that time. Alright, here we go, phase 3. Don't get hit by the swipe. Super simple. Or this. Because that would actually kill me right now. There's a lot going on, but just don't panic. Has she swiped yet? Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Oh my god, I have no idea how I dodged that. I thought that was it for a second. No! I would have been fine, I think. Oh, that was so close, probably, too. We do it again. If I do it once or thrice, or I can do it fourth. I'm trying to balance out aggression and not being in this fight forever. Ow. Off to a great start. Because on one hand, if I'm too aggressive, that leaves me open. But on the other hand, if I'm not aggressive, I'm gonna be in here forever. Which gives me more opportunities to die. That was the wrong button. I meant to float there because I knew it was coming at me. Maybe I can play it safer once I reach the third phase. That's basically what I did. I took the time to remove the extra spikes that showed up. At least. Garma. This is actually going to be the entire video. Just me fighting her. I really thought I'd have this done in like 40 minutes. Nope. Not today. Yeah, I screwed that up. No, I meant to get hit. It was all part of my grand strategy. I need a grand strategy to defeat Grandmother. I don't like this. Nope. Come on, you gotta be close to phase 3. That's too close to my feet. My toes! Alright, come on, phase 3, 1 health, we got this, come on. My head! Okay. Are you gonna swipe at me? You're gonna swipe. No swiping. Nope, I didn't see it in the rocks. The rocks. I heard the shing, but couldn't quickly identify where I was safe. I suppose if I was on the ground, the probably safest route would have been just to jump. Because typically, if I'm on the ground, the spacing is just at the height of my jump. Sometimes it isn't, but it's better to take the chance than just take it to the face. No. That was a little scary. Could have hit me if they spaced that differently. Nope. Dang it. That's fine, 3 health is doable. Not great, but doable. One health is less doable. Still doable, but not great. 0 health is not doable. That's the one that gets you. Believe it or not, I die when I have 0 health. Yeah. Makes it very not doable. Alright, Grandmother Silk. The time is coming. We both know it. I'm getting ever closer every once in a while. If I can do it once, I can do it again. I thought she was gonna shout. Now she's gonna do it, right? No? How about now? No? Okay. There we go. Oh, that was right into that. Okay. That was not a good spot to be. That's fine. We can do this. 2 health. 0 health. I didn't see what hit me. I blinked. And then I was dead. I'm assuming I jumped into the one above it. Wrong room. We've got this. It'll happen. I have complete faith that it will eventually happen. I mean, we were so close that one time. Had to be within hits of victory. I don't even remember what killed me, which is kind of a problem because that means I can't learn from it. Oh, it was that attack, actually. So I gotta not get in a tiny spot, pretty much. I'm not that itsy. That was a pretty dumb move. Bashing with the projectiles. My head! That one time hit me with the head, I'm never gonna forget that. Ow. My pogo too. Ow, hi. Again. I'm probably gonna have to add a Wednesday session at this rate, because if I take a week-long break, there's no way I'm gonna go do as well next time. That's scary, I thought I did something. Come on, no, okay, not quite. Get phase 2. There we go, phase 2. How dare you? That was close. That was also close. Alright, phase 3. Let's get hit by a spike. Totally did not die to rock fall on one of these attempts. Actually, no, I didn't. I got hit by it, but it didn't kill me. Because as I said, I did first shot. I was worried you were gonna do it again. I don't like that. Does she have like a phase 4 inside of phase 3? Where she starts blowing up the spikes? Because I feel like she's actually easier once she starts doing that, and she hasn't done that yet. Here we go. Spikes. Just gonna poke you. Am I safe here? No. Prioritize survival over damage. Okay, needles from stones. That was terrifying. I got a little greedy there. That almost didn't pay off. I think I've almost got her. I almost didn't see those left ones. I don't think I was close that other time. She's gone through another scream cycle. That was scary. I can't say scary. No! I just had to gamble. I couldn't figure out which height it was at. She had to be close. Closer than last time. Not bad for entering phase 3 with 0 hits available to me. Maybe we can hit phase 3 without taking damage beforehand. My hands are made of sweat. Yeah, he technically dodged the attack by being behind her when she does the swipe, but that is not at all reliable. That's more of a panic if you need to do it. Oof, well, there goes full health. Oof, I thought I hit the ground already. Yeah, I screwed that up. I shouldn't have paw lined over. And the paw line lets me squeeze in a little bit more damage, but it's incredibly risky. Which basically means I should not do it at all. Except for very precise times when I know it's completely safe, which pretty much only happens during phase 1. It is technically possible for her to follow up spikes with more, or not spikes, but the needle projectiles with more needle projectiles. So even if I wait for a cycle of 3, ow, I might not be safe. Ow. Off to a great start. Oh, if I'm gonna die, might as well be risky. Bring it. That was a terrifying short hop. My head! I've been decapitated. And again. Boom, 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 boom. Risky, but paid off. Dang it, I couldn't float after hitting her. That or I misinputted. Yeah, it was probably that. I'm pretty sure I would have been dead if I stayed on the ground anyways. I don't think I could have squeezed into that spot. Do it again! Karma! Sorry, I'm practicing my down dash. Think maybe I can utilize that more in this fight. Solve the problem of being in the air too long. Now. Yeah, I screwed that up. I didn't jump high enough, so I had no option but to reset my jump, which I couldn't do fast enough. I mean, technically, I don't know if it would have any combat potential, but I can briefly stall in the air and launch myself backward by trying to bind. But I can't really think of a moment where that's going to help me. The part where it throws me backward is the part where it makes it less of a viable option to use. And I'm sure theoretically I could pull something off with it. I knocked it forward. That's probably it for me. I thought it might have had potential in this one, but... Well, that was interesting. I don't think I've ever interrupted it by doing that. I forgot about the horizontal. I saw the vertical and completely forgot there was horizontal coming at me. Where am I at now? 20 minutes to go before I must call it quits today. And I thought I was gonna do this in 40 minutes. Fool. fondest of mothers, face me. I forgot how to jump. My brain briefly thought about something else for a moment and I completely forgot how to jump. Great. We're already dead, probably. Well, I have made it to near victory with 1 health before, so you can't just give up because you got 1 health. That was terrifying. Phase 3. I feel like I only make the phase 3 when I'm ever about to die. I think only once did I make it to phase 3 is more than 1 hit. Unfortunately, my nose itches. Jump into the boulder. That's okay. My head, dang it. Me and my big head. Wrong pogo. There we go, that's the right one. Here we go again. Nope. Nope. Come on, I knew you were about to do something. Scary. I do not appreciate mixing up the projectiles. Dang it, I short hopped. That could have been the one time I made the phase 3 with full health. Curses. Oh well, 2 hits unless I get binded. Prioritize survival. I'm already doing that, but you gotta tell yourself that sometimes. You gotta remind yourself to not be dumb. Dang it. For some reason I thought that was past me already. Well, that was probably it. That one mistake is gonna end the run. That uppercut almost got me. I wasn't sure what was happening. She boxed me in. I'm pretty sure, unfortunately, there's the opposite problem when you're on the other side of the stage from where she started it. While I'm safe in the starting corner, I'm absolutely not safe in the opposite corner or even above that because it ends with an uppercut. At least I'm pretty sure she hits upward at the end. Apparently I die in center stage a lot, considering how often I don't need to run elsewhere for my cocoon. It's gonna be so satisfying to come back here with like any semblance of strength and not go through this. Like, I'm pretty sure I have to grab at least one nail upgrade, so I'll have that at least. Agony. Just be better. Phase 3, which doesn't really mean anything, because I can always just die immediately. Or maybe, this'll be it. And I'll be free. Curse my self-imposed challenge. There, I cannot believe I'm alive. That was scary. I didn't realize that was coming at me until I saw it coming at me. Which is not the time to figure out spacing. Oh, I thought I was dead. I thought for sure that got me. Alright, you just gonna stay in there? Nothing from the sides. Except for that. I drifted ever so slightly to the right. And couldn't stop myself fast enough. Alright, well, based on time, this is gonna be the last attempt, most likely, unless I die in like a minute. I'll have to come back and do this again tomorrow. But I've been so close so many times, it's agonizingly close. Victory is just within my grasp. Alright, new policy. What if I just don't hit her at all while she's doing this? I only hit her in between. Any other time we focus entirely on dodging the needles. Phase 2. I wasn't ready for... Oh, there goes full health. My head. Phase 3. I feel like we are much more consistently making it to Phase 3 than we were at the beginning. Crap, I barely even saw that coming at me. I thought I heard a shing there, that was scary. Alright, first knockdown of Phase 4. That's how she got me last time. Second knockdown of Phase 4. Well, that was utterly terrifying. Oh my god, the spikes weren't down all the way. Grandmother, please. Let me win. Just go down. Accept defeat. Oh, you're not even close, are you? Oh, is this Phase 5 technically, just in terms of damage? I don't think it's any different, it's just that she screamed one more time. I might have this, come on. That was terrifying. Please go down. I can't stay. Oh my god, I did it. It's over, finally. Oh god. And there we go, we got our first ending and our worst ending. Never again. Oh. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, now I just gotta go cure myself of the curse next time. So this no longer needs to be a tomorrow session. I can just do that next week, or whenever I next manage to have time. No, that'll be next week, because even if I head out, I'll still have time on that morning on Monday. Oh. I did that all for like 10 seconds of cutscene. Most of which doesn't actually make sense without like extra knowledge. Game completion. 10 hours, 59 minutes, 13 seconds. Like 2 hours of that was just Silk and Grandmother's Silk. Or Lace and Grandmother's Silk. And now my menu screen is slightly different. It's graver instead of, I think I had it on Surface before. I put it on Steel, except, I don't like Steel as much as Surface. Alright, yay, we're done. I can cure myself next time. I'm gonna have to rename this to just Fighting Grandmother Silk, not Grey Mother. Alright, yeah, that's everything. Thanks for watching. Tonight I'll be playing something, haven't figured that out yet. Most likely State of Decay, but something else could come up, don't know, but I'll figure that out. Anyways, I will see you next time. Goodbye.